Hey, B, how are you? Oh my gosh, my computer's still up. Yes, Archie is his name. The consummate protector. So I'm cutting my dies apart because I don't ever do that until I use them. Working? Ew. You have like a real job? Barf. Ain't nobody got time for that. We got crafts to get done. So I'm going to continue using the new release today, and I'm going to continue making the new release into Christmas cards because 'tis the season, right? Do you guys notice that I don't hold on to any of my dies as I cut them so that they just go flying everywhere? Because I'm cool like that. I like dies to fly all over my craft room. Just seems like the thing to do. Okay. So I have a piece of Sweet Sentiment coloring paper. And yeah, I mean, I love his bark, but at the same time, I'm live, man. Get it together. Okay, so I can put those away. Hey, Archie, stop. Stop. Oh my God, I should close the windows because now my neighbor's dog is out. Like all these things to bark at, and he's usually not that bad. Oh, my neighbors decided today is the day they're gonna decorate for Christmas. That's what's going on. It is windy and cold and awful out there, and they're gonna decorate for Christmas. Your dog heard him and is howling now. I mean, that's what puppies do, right? All right. So this is the new Royaty stamp set, and I found these really cool Christmas papers that I have. Yeah, I'm not a fan either. I have these beautiful Christmas papers, so I'm going to use those. They are just from this paper set. I have no idea what the brand is or anything. I mean, that's all it says. So, yeah. I got it at Deb's Deals, so that's all I can tell you. Hey, Linda. Yeah, they're pretty amazing. I got them at Deb's Deals. If you guys find her Facebook page, we usually see her at shows. I believe she's out of Florida. And we spend lots of money at Deb's Deals. Oh, you did? Well, then you're very familiar with Deb's Deals. Yeah, it's not a good thing when you find out you're a part of that group because it's literally just like throwing your pocketbook at her. It's even worse when her booth is next door to your booth at a show. And she's super cool, so she lets you just start building piles, and then you can check out at the end. And that is really sweet and completely mean of her. All at the same time. Hey, Linda, will you text your daughter and tell her that I'm live? Because she just sent me a message, and I don't think she knows that I'm live. The raccoon is my mouse pad. I love raccoons, in case you didn't know that, Bee. All right. Okay. So I'm going to put this back in here. It's actually going to go this way. And we're going to color. So, 0, 0, 821, 11, and since this is purple paper, you love raccoons too. We were watching Guardians of the Galaxy 3 yesterday. I love Rocket. That's funny. We like so much of the same stuff, B. It's pretty wild. All right, here's our color blend. Y'all ready for this? We're gonna do a purple skin. Yeah, my husband won't let me adopt a baby raccoon either. And people send me tons of videos of baby raccoons. And so it's like super duper not fair because they're like really cute. So, as you all are probably aware, I'm coloring on Sweet Sentiment coloring paper. I know, I tucked a piece of this paper in there for you too, Bee. It's in between your two packs of paper. Because I didn't want it to get bent. All right, so I'm using a purple pen as my shadow today because my papers have a lot of purple in them. So I want her to go with the paper. Hold on. Excuse me. This paper is much thicker. It's the caliper. You can tell when you hold them in your hand. You can tell the difference. The purple label paper is thin enough to go through your printers. So if you like to print digital images or anything like that. Thank you, Linda Lou. And then this paper is a much thicker caliber, and it will not go through your printer for sure. This paper is great for mixed media, flower making, coloring obviously, especially if you're super heavy-handed. This paper won't ghost onto the back. Actually, I'm using purple paper today, not teal paper. So the one that I'm talking about is the teal paper, yes. It won't ghost onto the back. It does all kinds of cool stuff. It's pretty amazing. Here's a piece of it. I can show you the difference. They're both still 100% post-consumer recycled and all that good stuff. But if you see, I've colored a whole bunch of red here, and there's no ghosting onto the back. So you can also see this one. I don't know if you can really tell the thickness in them. It's not. It just hasn't been put in. It's not. I promise. We just got this in. So, this is much, much thicker. But yeah, you see all that red I colored, and there's no ghosting through. So, super cool. I'll look at it after my live, or if Sandy's here, she can look at it. When Sandy pops on. I just got it yesterday, so I know it's not sold out. Yes, ma'am. You know, you can buy them by the ream, too. Ream is 250 sheets, and I package it in packs of 20, so you actually end up getting 10 free sheets, because I'm lazy and I'm not going to take that other 10 sheets out of there. Plus it puts you over the $100 mark, so you get free shipping, which is the only way to go when you're buying paper. So that's awesome. I know, right? I want to get it before it's gone, because it sells out so fast. Right? Girl, I get you. My heart says buy in bulk. My wallet, on the other hand, says, girl, are you kidding me? Especially since it's Christmas time. Are you guys ready for Thanksgiving? Is everybody ready for Thanksgiving? I have to go get my groceries today for Thanksgiving. We're going up to my sister's house, and she lives like an hour away. So, hello. Sandy, can you put the teal papers in? B is trying to buy them, and I must have did it wrong or didn't click save or something. And I'm a bad human. Sandy's the guru of putting stuff in this shop, just so you guys know. She knows how to change inventory. She knows how to do all this stuff. And all those things are difficult for me. At first they were difficult for her, and she was like, I don't know how to do this. And then now she's like, yeah, I can change that number, hold on. And she's got it all like super down. Thank you. The wings are my favorite when they're crunchy. Oh my goodness, girl. We do. She's the yin to my yang. She's the peanut butter to my jelly. She has to be the peanut butter because I'm allergic to peanuts. I have not colored this stamp yet. Since Sandy colored the packaging, I haven't got a chance to color her yet, so that's why I wanted to color her. Done. See how fast she is, Bee? Now you can refresh and you can go order your paper. It'll go out in tomorrow's mail because the mail dude has already come today. Okay, now I'm going to give her some little pink cheeks. I'm going to use my R20. Yay, Sandy. Yeah, we read labels a lot around here. Although, so I'm allergic to peanuts and peas and almonds. Hi, Jim and Diana. And they're in there now. Thank you, bestie, for saving my bacon on that. Bee was about to disown me. And I have no idea how one is allergic to peas. Hi, Melanie. But I know that it's very inconvenient because pea protein is in like everything. Look at the papers I'm using, Sandy. They're so pretty. Just for your pretty little princess. Pretty princess. Okay. I don't know if the deer are going to end up being in this picture or not. So, but I still want to kind of use that color for her hair. So I'm going to start with E29. And then I'm going to go E27 and E25. And then we're going to go much lighter with E35. And then we're going to go sort of blondish with E55. Oh, you can't even see those. There you go. All right. Okay, bestie, do you know what's for lunch today? All right. So the most important thing when you're coloring hair is to go with the shape of the hair or with the shape of the girl's head. So I'm curving my brush strokes around. To mirror the shape of her head. Chicken tenders at a new restaurant. Ooh, all right. Let me know how they are. Oh, I just realized. See ya. I kind of skip around when I'm coloring hair because I like to figure out like what comes out to me, what pops out as me, what's in front, what's in back. So it takes me a second to really get what I really, really want. All right, there we go. No, it did not come today. Did you send it to my house, Linda Lou? Or did you send it to the P.O. box? You just placed your paper order. Do you feel better now, B, that you have your paper order placed? Yes. Yep, should be here in the next day or two. You're so sweet for sending me something for my birthday. I have that keychain that you got me on my truck keys. Sandy likes scary movies. That is not me. Nope, hard pass. I do not do scary movies at all, whatsoever. She makes fun of the movies that I think are scary movies, like Sleepy Hollow. That's a scary movie. Don't Say a Word. That's a scary movie. Silence of the Lambs. Scary. All that stuff's scary. And Sandy says no, that it's not. I like scary movies, not really scary gore stuff, but scary. I like thrillers too. I'm okay with a fairly good thriller. I don't like any of the blood and gore, and I don't like the overtly like Friday the 13th or any of the like super religious ones, because they all happen to be like about the occult and Satan and all this stuff. No, I'm not watching American Horror Story. That's a no from me. So have fun with that, but hard pass. It's the only place we differ, B, so far. I just don't, I don't like being frightened. I love when I'm coloring hair. I love watching it develop. I know I've said that so many times on here, but it's so cool. Now, if you want a truly super duper cool psychological thriller that you probably would have never guessed and probably have not heard of, look up and watch 1 hour photo. It is, it has Robin Williams in it, and he plays a complete sociopath. And it is so disturbing, in a fantastic way, because you just don't imagine Robin Williams as a sociopath. I know, I love him. And one of my friends went to junior high and high school with him. Kind of funny. Yeah, I was super sad too. Okay, so we're going to go purple and blue. I think I'm going to do a blue dress with purple trim. I'm just feeling more bluish today. So I'm going to use B39. I'm going to use, what do I want to use? Pulling out the hex chart. Oh, B, I need to email this to you. B37. I'm going to go FB2. We're going to tone it down a little bit with the B24. And we're going to end in B21. Okay. I only end up coloring purple a lot because I know Sandy likes it. I used to not be like a big fan of purple at all whatsoever, but here I am coloring all things purple because of Sandy. It's so many people's favorite color too. Yeah. I also seriously love coloring pleats, by the way. Coloring pleats is my happy place. Sandy is drawing a lot more, actually. We were told by a lot of our customers that they want more Sandy art and Jammie sentiments. So this year, that's what they're getting. Yes. The release has been on your desk since you got it. That's fun. I like that. Sandy art and Jammie sentiments. Yep. Definitely what's happening next year. We try to do what our customers want, and that seems to be what they want. So that's what we're doing. Trying to please the masses. All right. My neighbor is up on his roof, putting up his Christmas lights. It's very distracting. Y'all, my neighbors go all out. Hey, Holly. They are noisy. Ravens are noisy little things. Well, they're not even really little things, but they're noisy. Yeah, they are. They're really cool. Really cool animals. Of course, I've always loved birds. I think birds are just super neat. Look at her pretty blue dress. I have a bird seed feeder in front of my craft window so that I can watch the birds all day. They live in your house now? Yes, they are huge. Thanks. I like to create colors on the fly. Perfect. I need to give your markers a spa day. I need to give my markers a spa day. Mine are in not super great shape right now, especially my reds for some reason. I guess I've been coloring with a lot of red lately. All right. So since this spot is so tiny, I'm just going to use a 3-color blend. I'm going to start with my V17. I mean, look at how dirty that marker is. Yuck. Yuck. I'm like ashamed. Hi, Stacy. Stacy, your order went out today. Are you so excited? And I'm going to even give her purple shoes. Because she's totally matchy-matchy like that. Gotta take care of your markers, man. It's important. Marker maintenance is key. There we go. Yeah, it does. It might even mean that you need to replace the nib, refill the marker. It might even mean that the core is dead. Oh, I can send your markers with your paper. Okay, now I'm going to color her eyes, and I really don't know what color I want to make her eyes, so I'm probably going to make them blue to match her dress. So I'm going to go with B97, I'm going to go with G000, I'm going to go with Y04, and B24. Okay. Craft items you had to have and haven't used yet. I'm first to admit I definitely, oh, I do, for sure. I'm trying to think of anything that I have that I like had to have and then haven't used. I mean, I know I have kits, like album kits and stuff that I like had to have and haven't put them together. So I'm not sure if that counts. Trying to think what else. Oh my gosh, B, yes. I have so many dies that I have not used. So that's a big one. Okay. Now I'm going to use my multi-liner. Ooh, no, that's too thick. There we go. I have professional multi-liners because Sandy gave them to me. So these ones with the gray barrel are refillable. And we're just going to exaggerate her eyelashes some. And add a little bit of eyeliner. What this? Yeah, this multi-liner is very, very tiny. Okay, so then what I'm gonna do is I have somewhere in this mess a Jelly Roll pin that is silver. And it's supposed to just be like clear glitter, but it's not super duper clear glitter. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add little highlights to her dress. Okay, I'm also gonna add little dots to her necklace so that it sparkles, and on her bracelet. Okay, now the other thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna grab my white gel pen. Get it started. There we go. Perfect. Okay. So now that we're done with all that, I'm going to move the markers aside. And since I cut this out, I'm going to go ahead and use this die. And I need to learn how to color better. I feel I do okay, but nothing compared to, well, B and a lot of others. Aw, that's so sweet. Honestly, the only difference is time. I have spent thousands of hours with these markers in my hand, and so it's just time. I color pretty much literally every day. And I still feel like I can improve. So never compare your journey to anybody else's, because comparison is the thief of joy. But seriously, it's practice, practice, practice. That's literally all it is. I mean, I would love to tell you there's some great and wonderful secret, like turning on your embossing gun while you're live. But there just isn't. It's just a matter of always practicing. And one of my very favorite things to do is to just sit in my craft room with a cup of coffee when it's early morning and nobody else is awake, or everybody's gone, like my kids at school and my husband's at work, and it's just me and the dog, and it's nice and quiet, and I just sit here with a cup of coffee and color away. So I want this Merry Christmas to be on my card somehow. Oh, it is going to fit. Awesome. So I'm going to do some paper shopping. I got that at Deb's also. It feels mean to cut off Santa. All right, so 4 1/4. So if I cut it at 4, I should be, I want to cut it at 4, nope. Because the matting's going to be 4 1/8. So I have to cut this at 4. Okay. And then 5 1/2. That means this needs to be 5 3/8. There we are. I chopped them all off. Okay. I'm going to grab a piece of solid paper for matting. And generally speaking, I choose black. But I believe on this one, I'm going to pick a dark navy blue. Ooh, I don't need 2 pieces of it. I have a small craft area. Kids are in charter school at home and husband retired due to medical reasons, plus 5 dogs, 4 cats. Quiet time. Yeah, so there's this time in my life because my kid is in charter school in person. And there's this really cool time that I have where I send my husband away to work and I send my child away to school, and I like, it's still dark outside, so the dog's not barking at anybody, and I sit in my craft room and nobody's talking. Not a single soul. It's crazy. I know. I feel like I'm bragging. It's crazy talk, Stacy, I tell you. It's crazy talk. Okay, so then I have this purple piece, and I kind of want this little Santa down here, so we're going to see what we can do. So I want this to be much smaller than the bottom. And then this, oh yeah, that's going to be cool. And then this can only go to like here. So we're going to see what my measurement is. So we're going to call that 2 1/2. Okay. All right. So this is going to be 2 5/8. And this one is 3 1/2, so that's going to be 3 5/8. And then our little girl on top. If she'll cooperate. Oh my goodness gracious. Okay. There's a little Santa there. I'm going to put some little spots there. I'm going to tie a bow on it. Let me grab the ribbon that I want. Oh, I think I want this ribbon. Or maybe this ribbon. Or even some of this. Oh, wait, this one. Yeah, that one. I can't make decisions, guys. It's too hard. I have too many ribbons. So I've chosen a purple and 2 different blues. We're going to see We're going to see what comes to fruition here. I also think I'm going to do some corner rounding because you guys know that's kind of my go-to, my trademark. So I'm going to set her off to the side. We're going to round some corners. I generally like to round opposite corners. I don't generally round all four corners. I don't know why, I just don't. All right. So then I'm going to grab my glue. I'm going to start with this one. I know it looks like I'm using a ton of glue, but it's a really thin bead. And so it's really not as much glue as it looks like on camera. Okay. You guys got all quiet on me. I lost my peanut gallery. I always stamp my cards. I like to stamp it before it's too bulky. Melanie, you're still here. Thanks for chiming in. Yeah, I love corner rounding. It just makes it adds like a little bit of elegance or a little bit of something extra. 75 of them. That is a lot of corner rounding, my dear. Now, I don't know if I'm going to pop this up yet or not, so I'm going to hold off on that. I'm going to show you guys, we're going to make some of our ribbons here. So I pinch it between my thumb and middle finger. I do 2 figure eights, 1, 2. And then I'm going to grab my scissors, which I should have done ahead of time. Cut off a tail. I'm going to take this tail, I'm going to put it between that V that's in my fingers. Make sure it goes around this one. And then I'm going to put it through the loop that it makes and tie a nice tight bow. Pretty. Now, if you can't tie bows, I have bags of bows in the store. If you have a special request on specific colors you want for your bag of bows, just let me know and I can make that happen. This is some Stampin' Up! Ribbon. You've tried and tried and you can't do this bow, then you just buy the bag of bows, hun. They're really inexpensive, and you can just tell me what colors you want, and I'll make them for you. I'm going to do it again with some organza ribbon, so I'm going to go pinch it between my thumb and middle finger. 1 figure eight, 2 figure eights. Linda, some of the ribbon you sent me is really difficult to do because it has stuff written on it. So when you have stuff written on it, inevitably something ends up upside down, or backwards, or inside out. Yeah, just tell me what colors you want, Stacy, and I will tie specific ones for you. Linda did that as well. She showed me, she actually sent me specific ribbon that she wanted tied in bows. And I did that for her. But if you just tell me a color, I have tons of ribbon. And I am more than willing to create custom packs for you. And then I'll just add them to the shop and you can buy them. Super easy. After the finger and through. You mean like over the river and through the woods? So I'm going to tie this one too because, I mean, we're here demonstrating. So why not? Okay, Stacy, here we go. Pinch it between your thumb and your middle finger. We do 1 figure 8 and 2 figure 8s. Now I'm going to cut this off. Okay, so you have all of this on your finger, so you have to go through here. Okay, so I go through there, maybe. Okay, so I've pulled this through the back side, so I'm left with this big loop. Now, when I do this loop, if I don't make this a knot, it won't tie. So see how I have this loop where I went through my fingers like this? I have to tie that into a knot. So I have to go through that loop. So I come all the way to this side of it and then put it through. Just like that. Okay. All right. So I think that I'm just going to glue this down. I actually did that to Sandy today. I was like, can you even tell what I'm working on? And she was like, you think I can see you, but we were texting back and forth. I was like, well, I mean, can't you? You can't see me? What's wrong with you? So I think I'm going to like layer up this bow. Get my sweet pops out. Just means you were concentrating, Stacy. It's all good. Hopefully that helped. But like I said, if not, I'm more than happy to tie some bows for you. I love that I can cut my sweet pops down to be whatever size I need them to be. So much easier to deal with than foam tape. Now, generally speaking, hi, Yvonne Ann. Hi, Marlene. Hello, welcome. Oh my gosh, this whole time my glue gun has not been plugged in because I'm a dum-dum. I thought it was plugged in, but it was not. Good thing it's a Lynn Lily and it does not take very long to heat up. So, in the meantime, I'm going to take this little deer and I'm going to cut this to be 5. And I'm going to cut a little square out of this. So this is just over an inch. Because I use those. I'm going to need to cut this down just a tiny bit. I use these to decorate the inside of my card. There we go. So, you do that too? It's just a really easy way to add a little bit of something to the inside of your card, but still leave lots of room for writing. But when I open a card and there's absolutely nothing inside, it feels a bit unfinished to me. It feels like they forgot to do the inside. So I always do something to the inside of it. So I used the deer. Okay. So do that. Let me get rid of some of these paper scraps here. Do you save paper scraps like this, or do you toss them? How big of a paper scrap do you actually save? That's what I want to know. I use almost any type of ribbon for those bows. I have organza. This is satin ribbon. I have thick, I have thin, I have grosgrain. I have, yeah, I have all kinds. So you can tell me, you know, like, hey, I want red, or hey, I want black, or whatever, and I can show you what I have. Or you can tell me what colors you specifically want. And I want red and green and white. And so I can show you the red and green and white, and you can choose what it is that you want. Or if you're talking about buying ribbon, any satin ribbon works great. Organza ribbon works awesome. But like I was saying to Linda, some of the ribbon she sent me has writing on it. And that ribbon is really difficult to work with because you have to really make your loops so that the words aren't upside down. And when you do your figure eights, you have to make sure that they don't go inside out. So it's pretty difficult to work with that type of stuff. Why, thank you. I have more of that. If you want purple bows, You're more than welcome. I don't know how much more of that I have, but I have more of it. Okay. There she is, guys. Do you think she needs a little bit of bling? Who am I kidding? We always need a little bit of bling. Ooh, let me just throw my bling everywhere. Okay, so, well, that's kind of cool. I'll just use what's on my table now. Bloop. There we go. Oh, there's a couple more over here. At least it's pretty bling and it'll go well with my card. So where is my tool? I know I left it sitting right. Those are my dragons. That's my paper. Oh, did I actually put it away? Weird. Nope, I didn't. I'm looking for my picker tool, but oh well, I guess I'll just glue them on and hope for the best. Okay. You have that container? Yes, on top of. You mean she needs bling on top? Now, when this glue dries, this bling will also be clear. While the glue is wet, it is not clear. But the Barely Art glue does dry invisible, so. I didn't even realize that I had one sitting there on top of her dress. That one's gonna go right there. And that one's gonna go right there. And I need a little one. And that little one is gonna go right there. Perfect. So let me sort these black ones out. I can't believe I hit them. I've had this sitting on my desk for so long and have never done that, ever. But, oh well, I did it now. All right. Oh, girl, I don't know. Why do we need 2 espressos? It just happens that way. So here is another non-traditional Christmas card for y'all. I hope you really like it. I love this big bow. I think it's super duper pretty. Yeah, Stacy, send me a DM if you need to order bows. And that's all I got for you today. I'm not sure if Sandy's doing lives because she's on vacation, so I will let you know. And until this, don't forget we have a sale coming up on Thanksgiving. It starts on Thanksgiving. Don't forget all the new release stuff is in the shop. This was our new release set called Royaty, drawn by our beautiful Sandy Ledoux. And that's everything I got for you today. So have a wonderful day, and I will see y'all later. Toodles!